All right, we are recording and John is doing the dishes in the background, but he's almost done, so we good. All right, you guys can see that? Okay, perfect. All right, we're gonna kick things off. I'm excited about this call tonight because it's kind of social media based and just really kind of crafting our month. And I'm really excited that we get, the last Wednesday of the month, still a couple days left in the month, but to really start planning for really successful June. So as usual, let's kick things off with our Success Club check-in. I am at 10 this month, and Kelly and Logan are at 6. Taylor and Lexi are at 4. Marissa, Shay, and Brittany are at 2. 18 lives changed so far this month. Number keeps growing, bigger than last month, which is always so exciting to see. Again, we have until Friday, I think, is the end of the month. So still plenty of time to push and be thinking about June and marketing for June. I shared some graphics in the team page today. I whipped those together 10 minutes today or less on Word Swag for you guys. Use or lose, I don't care at all. But you guys should be talking about your June virtual gym, your June wellness studio, your June boot camp, whatever you want to call it. You need to be talking about it, because that is how you're going to get people in. And then you need to be following up with tons and tons and tons of people from the past. Powers in the follow-up. I heard, I was listening to a call today. I heard somebody say that it is like, that somebody will say yes like the 6th time that you invite them. And to think of your invite as like when you invite them with not the expectation for them to say yes, but instead the expectation that you're inviting them to start watching you more, to then say yes the 3rd time or the 4th time. And when I say like the 6th time, I don't mean just like they're watching you for like your 6th boot camp. You guys should see some of the messages, and I can even screenshot them as proof. But like, if somebody has seen it and they're still watching my stories, they get another invite. They get another invite. They get another invite. Like, there's no conversation happening. I'm just inviting like crazy. Or at that point, people start coming to me. If I've invited them 2-3 times and they still haven't said anything, by the 4th time, if I'm really, really talking about it, and you guys see me on my Instagram stories, every single day right now, I'm putting up a poll for our June boot camp every single day. I'm going to be putting some more graphics up there very, very shortly on my Instagram stories, but you guys just have fun with the graphics. I save Sundays for my graphic days. I make some awesome graphics, and then I use them the entire time. All right, some housekeeping items. May Challenge Pack incentives, same thing. Early access to real-time, but everybody's getting access to the 2 real-time workouts at the end of this week. Summit. If you have any questions about Summit, let me know. It's Shay and I in a room right now, and we have filled it with Lexi, and we are working on filling our 4th spot. I've put it out to a couple people, so it's basically who's ever wants to snag it and Venmo me that money, let me know. So we are filling up that room, so super, super excited. MM100. Morning Meltdown 100 is going to be here before we know it. I am stoked for this program, like stoked. If you don't know anything about the program, it is with Jericho. So Jericho created Core de Force with Joel, and she is a boss. If you don't follow her on Instagram, I don't follow her, but I'll creep on her every once in a while. She's just the definition of mom boss. And she's created this program, and it couples your workouts with a live DJ. And so you're working out to the beat of a music. And they're anywhere, I think, between 20 and 40 minutes, body weight or using weights. And it's 100 workouts. And we are going to commit to it. And I hope that you guys are going to commit, and we can all kind of tackle this as a team. And I think what will be really fun, obviously, as it gets going more, creating a team-wide challenge group to do this together, where we are all doing the program together. It's going to be so fun, and we'll get a ton of clients to do it with us. The reason that I put it on housekeeping is that on the Champions page, some trainings are going on about this. I believe that there's a series of 3. The first one was posted today. They're super helpful because they really walk you through the challenge packs. I have not watched it yet, but whenever a new program is released, they're always on my radar that I will watch it as the release comes, because like this is our job and we have to be super knowledgeable about it. So definitely keep that on your radar and be learning about the packages, learning about the important dates, learning about the promos. Okay. And every week I'll probably be adding more and talking about it more as I get more information and start watching those videos too. But be in charge, be your own boss. And then July Super Weekend is, and I just listened to the National Wake Up Call. So if you guys did, you heard this as well. It's an open house style, which this is really, really different. So it's 2 weeks after Summit. And I always like don't really go to this one because I have just attended Summit and I'm like, okay. So TBD if I'm going to go. If you're going to Summit, like it's completely understandable. If you're not going to Summit, I would get your booty to this. But I believe the idea behind it is that to invite some friends to come with you, and it's going to be like a what is coaching. And again, they're going to be talking about this on the National Wake Up Call. We'll be getting more information, but kind of an interesting, cool concept. Again, this is brand new. So just keep that on your radar. And if any of your friends have kind of been like on the fence, get this on the calendar with them, invite them to go. It's going to be, as always, a really good opportunity, and live events are incredible. They always put up more and more events around you. So make sure that you're checking out the map in your coach office. If you don't see a location around you, just keep like checking it. I would say like once a week because more and more are added. All right, I'm going to check the chat really quick and then we are going to move on. Yay. Yes, loving those numbers. Okay. All right, monthly marketing plans. So if I use a digital calendar, so if you have your calendar or you have a digital calendar, I invite you to get it out now and start looking at your June with me while I go. So there are a couple of things. I'm going to show you my calendar because I actually put mine together today. I talked with Mackenzie on the phone and we were kind of brainstorming a couple of ideas and when dates should be. So, and that's why I asked about team calls. I have more flexibility in the summer and a lot of you guys voted for Thursday nights being better for you. So more to come on that, but I mean, I'm very flexible to switch with if that works better for everybody. So when you are making your monthly marketing plan, you really want to think of a couple different areas. You want to think about your challenge groups, the start of a month, and then the end of the month when you're going to start rolling into your next one. And then you need to start working backwards. Well, when would it make sense for me to start talking about this? When would prep week make sense? Okay. And prep week, again, does not have to be a week. Okay, you can make it however long, short you want. I have a ton of resources for you, but if you're buddying up with another coach to run a group, these are all the things that you want to start thinking about. If you're in mine, you're going to want to look at my monthly marketing plan, which I will show you so that you have these dates so that you can kind of align with what I'm doing. And as always, I always post it, in the team pages or, you get a good idea from watching my Instagram stories. If you're taking the concept of free groups that we talked about last team call, you want to pencil that in. And again, start thinking, well, when would it make sense for me to start talking about it before it starts? Okay, you always want to plan because if you throw and slap things together super quickly, people can usually tell. You also want to think about your coach info sesh. When are you going to run that? If you're creating your own, like 15, 20-minute video, when are you carving out the time to make that? And then when will it be, in production and clipping it? And then when are you really going to be promoting that? And then again, thinking about your end of the month when your next challenge group is starting. So here's what mine looks like, and I'll walk you through everything. Oops, that is not it. Okay. So we are here at the end of May. So I put in, you'll see a couple one-on-one calls. If you hit Success Club and you are anywhere in my downline, I directly set up a one-on-one call with you. You are hitting Success Club, you are doing your job. I directly set up a one-on-one call with you every single month to make sure that you are hitting your goals and you are feeling prepared. If you are not hitting Success Club and you feel like you want to have a one-on-one call, that's on you to schedule with me. I will always, always, always do one-on-one calls. So never hesitate to ask. I mean, most of you guys have my number and text me or voice clip me as it is, and it's not a big deal. So I start filling in the Run Wild Hustle Shine calls on Tuesdays. Those are just a given. I will start filling in when our team calls will be. In yellow is where I keep my boot camp. Okay, so my June boot camp kickoff. So we are in prep week this week. You don't see it here because it's in May. So my June boot camp kickoff is right here. And then I will be talking all next week about it and how enrollment is closing on Friday. Obviously, I still enroll to Beachbody On Demand all month long, but it's really that like creating the FOMO or, that you got to snag that last spot. You kind of want to have that marketing idea in your head of when you're going to run that. The reason that I close this year, and I'm really just holding your guys' hand through this so that you can kind of start creating your own marketing plan. But the reason that I close this here is because I planned my one-day coach info session here. And I think that I'm going to do a live group this month. So last month I tried the PDF with my recorded video, and I'll talk more about that in a second. And I'm going to actually be running a one-day live group. I can't decide if I'm running it by myself or if Mackenzie and I are running it together. We're still kind of brainstorming that. So I like to either run them on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. Mondays, people usually don't watch. Weekends, they don't watch. And then Thursday and Friday are just getting too close to the weekend. I would say don't run them longer than 2 days. And so I'm going to be running this here. Obviously, since I'm running a live one, you can 100% invite people to mine, 100%. But again, there's nothing like being the CEO of your own company and running your own. You've just got to start, you guys. You've just got to dive in. You've just got to try it. And I'm giving you, enough notice. Like, you don't have to do it on the 12th either. Like, look at your month. When does this look best for you? Like the 19th, we close on our house. I'm moving this whole weekend. So I really want to keep that like super not busy and running like a coach info session, because all these days after it, I'm doing all my follow-ups. Okay. So then follow-ups. And then the idea is I would host a new coach call this day or buddy up with Run Wild Hustle and Shine. So Mackenzie and I were talking about doing a new coach call this day, just making sure everybody's set up right and they're training. Okay. Then we're planning an Emerald call. Okay. Once a month, trying to do an Emerald call. So I look at, what's not a night that we're already doing a team call. Emerald calls are 30 minutes. If you're not Emerald, you want to be on that call. I'm showing you all of this again. You might be like, okay, well, I'm already Emerald, or I don't need to be on that call, or I don't have any coaches under me. But this is going to give you a great idea for when you do have coaches under you for how you might want to structure your month. And then here you start to see my yellows popping back up for my boot camp. Okay, so I'm going to start talking and promoting my July boot camp. My prep week is going to start on a Thursday and just run for 4 days. And my July boot camp's kicking off on the 1st because of 4th of July being here. And then once you get farther into July, we're at Summit this weekend. And when we're at Summit, we really like to run coach info sessions together because it's like so powerful for all of us to be together running them. So I really wanted to leave this area free. So I didn't want my boot camp to start too late. So that's my monthly marketing kind of thing in a nutshell. The next things that I'm going to be putting in here is going to be our team calls, whether they're going to be on Wednesdays or Thursdays, moving forward into the summer months. And then I'll just start filling in any one-on-one calls that I have. Always remember too, I offer one-on-one calls with all of my new clients. So that is also going to be plugged in here. Okay, so I just had a one-on-one call with a client on Friday when I was driving to the west side of Michigan to get her started right. I offer it at the end of every single one of my emails. It's just like literally, I think our conversation was less than 5 minutes. Max will go 10 minutes, but I just make sure that they're set up for success. It's not weird, it's not scary, and they really appreciate it. So that would be another thing that I would be penciling in here. But does this kind of make sense how my month flows? So the middle of my month is heavy coaching beginning and end of my month is heavy boot camp. I know that we talk about that a lot, but I think sometimes it's really nice to see where I structure my dates and how far I start pushing things back. So before I move on, are there any questions about that? I guess if you're thinking about running a free group, okay, going back to my calendar, if I were to run a free group and I can't do it in June with us moving, would be, right after your June boot camp kicks off, maybe this week of the 17th. This would make sense in my head to do it. So then you could follow up with all those people and get them plugged into this final week to get them plugged in for real in July. So that would be kind of where my head would be at for a free group. Good? Ready to rock? Ready to roll? Okay, cool. All right, social media 101. I just kind of want to go back and just kind of brainstorm a couple ideas with you guys. A lot of you crush it on social media. You've really kind of found your voice, you found your groove, you found, sharing more than just Beachbody. But I don't think that it can hurt to kind of brainstorm together as a team, which I'm really hoping that we can do tonight. I'm talking like dropping some things in the chat, so be prepared. It's not going to be anything crazy, but I'm hoping to put together some like master lists from this call that can really help us. So just some things to keep in mind. I don't want you to overthink social media at all. Like, you just can't. You've just got to be easy breezy and go with it. Like, whenever I stop my video these days on Instagram stories, it does this weird zoom in on my face, and I'm just like, whatever, I'm going with it. Don't overthink it. People relate to real. You need to be doing 6 to 7 posts per week, like non-negotiable 6 to 7 posts per week. It's hard, you guys. I fish. Probably at least 2 of my posts are some sort of repeat or old picture. Then I always try to do at least 1 to 2 fitness pictures. There's always a picture of me and John in there. Those get the most likes, and I don't understand why my Instagram fam loves him so much. And then something else like a selfie, a picture of me by myself, whatever. Okay, so 6 to 7 posts per week. Because when somebody goes to your Instagram, they're going to check to see when the last time you posted was. Out of those 6 to 7 like posts, physical posts, 3 of them need to be power posts. And what I mean by power posts is a long and extended caption on your why. And I'm going to talk about a couple different options for your why. And we're going to kind of craft some of those together tonight. So 3 power posts. The rest, a nice motivational quote, something funny and witty, lazy summer days. Like, don't overthink it. Just be like a normal, natural person. Not all of your posts have to be novels. 3 of them should be those powerful, your story, your why posts. 10 Instagram stories each day minimum. Okay. You're probably going to have 1 to 2 being your workouts. You should have another, your product, whether it's Energize or Shakeology. You should have another one that's a 1 meal. So you're up to 4. And then talking about your boot camp, talking about your life, talking about your cat, talking about your dog, talking about your day, literally anything, but 10 minimum. Okay. It's very easy to do. And I mean, I'm not telling you guys to put 40 or 50 where it gets super teeny tiny up there, but showcase your life. Okay. You're more than just Beachbody, and people are going to join you because of your why, because of your story, not because of Shakeology, not because of Morning Meltdown 100, not because of Transform 20. They're going to join you because your story with why you started, because they're going to see themselves in you. Okay. So we're going to start crafting a couple of those things together tonight. This is in our new coach training. Okay. If you have not done this yet, I highly, highly encourage you to do the color wheel. If you did this, okay, revisit it. These are the things that you should be talking about on a daily and weekly basis. All the things that make you, you. If you haven't done it, come up with your 5. Okay. Your thumb, always, this one is health and wellness. Always, always, always. You're a Beachbody coach. Like, that, health and wellness. Okay. I'm not saying this one should be Beachbody and all Beachbody things. No, just health and wellness and how you incorporate it into your life. Your 4 other things, like mine would be John, teaching. It's now going to be moving and house things, and then family and outdoors in Michigan or something like that. Okay. Travel, something. Come up with 5. It doesn't need to be this whole colorful wheel if you haven't done this yet, but 5. And one of them I already did for you. Okay. Again, when you think about like your favorite people to watch on Instagram, like, why is that? It's not because of, the shakes that they drink every day. It's because, she has a dog that looks just like yours, or she grew up in the same hometown as you, or she went to the same college as you, or, she lives in Chicago and you love seeing her adventures in the city. But oh my gosh, she really loves this one makeup. I'm going to ask her about it. Oh, wow, she sells that makeup. Same thing goes for us. Okay. If people can relate to you on that personal level, all your other things that make you you, when they start thinking about something, you're going to be the person that they think of, because you are sharing that part of your life, but you're sharing all these other things that they can connect with. Okay. So now we're going to start crafting a couple of reasons together. So I want you to think for a second and start either dropping it in the chat, writing it on your notebook. We don't have to come up with 10 right now tonight, but I want you to think of, why did you join for the fitness? What was it? What are a couple of reasons? And they can be real quick blurbs. Drop at least one in the chat. If you're writing and taking notes, you can take down the rest, but drop at least one reason why you joined for the fitness. And I'm going to mute myself because I want to give us like at least a minute and a half to start dropping a couple things. I'm going to drop a couple things in the chat because I'm going to craft a master list of these and post them in the team page. Your reason might not be the same as mine, but it might be. And I might give you a new idea of what you can talk and write about. Okay, I'm going to shut up now. Okay, these are awesome. Okay, so we hated the gym. Okay, we wanted fun. We wanted, variety in our workouts. We want to celebrate our bodies. That's why we joined the fitness. The money side of things, monthly gym memberships are expensive. I was taking classes, and if I had to accidentally stay late at work or overslept, set my alarm, then I would miss out on the class and then have to pay another late fee on top of that. I could snooze my alarm today and bounce back and forth, being in bed and out of bed, and still get my workout in and not have to pay a late fee. Okay, so all of these reasons, and again, I'm going to screenshot and save this. These are reasons that you should be crafting a post about. So like, I didn't want to pay late fees. That can be a big, long power post, you guys. And if you heard something on here today, you're like, oh, well, I forgot. Yeah, I agree with that. I want to talk about that. Sorry. Train. So these are all really, really good things for you to craft power posts, but also pick one of these topics and talk about it on your Instagram story as you're talking about your June group. Okay. One a day. It doesn't have to be like, and here are all the reasons and X, Y, and Z. Like, go on your story and like talk for a hot second about how fun these workouts are, because like there's an MMA style, like boxing one, but there's also one that uses a step, but there's a whole lifting program. Like, I can't believe the variety that I was missing out on until I had these programs. Okay. There's one whole Instagram story block about why you love the variety. Okay. Then the next day, do something about the money side of things. Do something about the community side of things. All right. Awesome. Okay. Next thing that we're going to brainstorm is 10 reasons why you focus now more on your nutrition. So why, if you use the containers, Why do you use in containers? Why do you meal prep? Why nutrition? Okay, so start thinking about that and drop a couple ideas into the chat. That's a good one, Lexi. I like that one. I like how you worded that. Because like literally that was me this weekend. And then I was like, oh, well, I've got my chicken prepped and my veggies prepped. Boom, boom, boom. I was off all weekend and now I'm right back onto it. That's awesome. So simple to use, making meals instead of just eating out because you know the simplicity of it, feeling full, fueling your body, beating your cravings. They're super easy to use. You guys, this is all just such amazing material that you can, again, out of your 3 power posts, you've already got one that you can write about fitness. Okay, your next one, I was sitting on my desk eating my salad the other day, pop that one. I could have done a huge power post about one of these nutrition things with the containers. Okay, really, really awesome, good things to use. Okay, next topic. I hope you guys are just loving the teacher in me and making you guys do this stuff. Okay, why do you drink Shakeology? Okay, what has Shakeology done for you? Think about it. You might not know it, but I'm sure it's done a lot for you in the long or short amount of time that you drank it. So I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes. Not a couple. Ugh, I love Shakeology so much. It's absurd. I like crave it if I miss a day or two of it. It's insane. Molly, nummy, nummy. Curbing your cravings, so much goodness in it. Hair, skin, nails, all of the things packed with nutrients and vitamins, gut health, like all the things that it does for you. Okay, you can craft a post around that or talk about it on your Instagram stories because I know like talking about Shakeology on an actual post would really only make sense if you took if you had a cute cup. It did not say Shakeology. Do not hold a Shakeology bag. Do not hold a Shakeology cup. Do not say the name Shakeology. I will smack you guys if you guys do that. But this might happen like once in a blue moon that you take a really cute picture of you with a shake. So this might be more for your stories. Okay. Don't be a shake billboard. Yes. So this might just be more for your stories. But something that I've seen a couple coaches doing is like once a week, they do like a Shakeology shakedown. And I know if you've been with me for a while, we tried that in one of our boot camps and like assigning ingredients to people. But really what you do is like, say, like you pick Saturdays and you do Shakeology shakedown, you pick one ingredient and on your story, you post that ingredient like as you're drinking your superfoods and all the health benefits that it has. And every single Saturday you pick a different ingredient and then you're adding value and you're showing people this is why I drink the things that I drink because this is all the goodness in it. So that's just something that you might want to think about kind of incorporating into your stories. All right. 10 reasons why you joined to coach. I could think of 1,000,010 reasons why I joined to be a coach. And I think I find a new reason every single day. but let's drop some in the chat. Reading these are making me just feel all the feels and so happy. So that, that big sense of community, okay, that team, having that team feel, being around like-minded women, okay, there's a financial side of it. The, not working your typical 9 to 5 and pouring like your passions into something else. Bonnie, I hate you right now eating a spoonful of peanut butter in front of me. I see you. Love it, unless it's for your dog, but no, it's for you. Awesome. I love it. So all of these things, pick one, and this should be 1 to 2 of your power posts every single week about coaching. Coaching, you guys. I know that that's like our biggest hesitation is, how do I talk about coaching? You all just drop stuff. So just pick one, talk about it on your stories real quick. Write those awesome power posts about it. Write about the person who you were before, what this is doing for you now, because we want to attract other like-minded women who want to build this business and run with us. And that's how your business is going to grow. It really is, with coaches on your team. Okay. So this is where it's at. So all of these reasons, you need to start crafting posts off of it. And you guys, save a couple of these topics, write down your 10, once I put these lists together, or, writing them down as we're going, because, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. I'm not telling you to copy and paste, but if you're talking about the community this week, you can still talk about it next week and just change parts of the wording, because there's the community aspect, of our team. And then there's the community aspect of meeting other women in even your own boot camps and helping those women. So really, really powerful here. So we just crafted all of those, you guys. Let's use them. Craft your power post based on these answers and tell your story. Tell your why. Because again, people aren't going to sign up with you for the Shakeology. They're going to sign up with you for your story. They're going to sign up with you because they see them in you. Okay, so you really, really want to think about this stuff. And all of this means nothing unless you're inviting behind the scenes. That's the only way that you can move your business forward. You have to be inviting. Before you go to bed every night, if you have not invited, send out 5. Send out 5. You have to move your business forward every single day by inviting. Okay, whenever we talk about it, that's the area that's lacking. But even if you're doing all this good stuff on social media, it won't matter if you're not doing the behind the scenes inviting. So this is just one piece of the puzzle that inviting really, really seals the deal. So look at your monthly marketing plan now. Think about everything that we talked about, looking at June at a glance, okay? And think, am I promoting my boot camp this month, or do I want to start talking about coaching? If you're really strong on your boot camp, a lot of your posts should be about that nutrition that you get when you join, and that fitness and why you join these workouts. Those should be your power posts centered around your boot camp. Mid-month, I should see a direct change in your captions if you're then promoting coaching. Okay, I should see all these shifts start to take place. But all of these things, you guys, they're your story, and they're just a piece of you. There's a whole other side of you. Your husband, your home renovations, your pets, your job, anything like that. Okay, your summer vacation, your travels. Okay, whatever it is, this is just a piece of it, but this is a powerful piece of it that's going to draw people in and make them remember you. Show yourself, you're gonna kill it. So my 2 quotes to leave you with, Mel Robbins, I'm absolutely obsessed with the book that I'm listening to right now with her. Again, it's all like different life coaching stories, and then she really dives in on how to apply her coaching to your life. So confidence is created by the small things that you do every single day that build trust in yourself. So every single day, you guys, you're pulling that pebble into your pile every single day. Okay, don't let yourself down. Keep inviting, keep going, keep showing up consistently, because that builds the confidence in yourself. And then you have that trust to then pour that into others. And then the next book on my docket, and if you were on the team call last night, it was all about like being a wolf pack, girl tribe, all those goodies. So I looked up some of her quotes, and I loved this one as I was reading it. To watch people push themselves further than they think they can, it's a beautiful thing. And that applies so directly to our business. That applies to me watching you guys all go off and coach and really push yourselves outside of your comfort zone. But then think about our clients. Think about, even if they're not your clients, oh my God, how many trains are going to go by tonight? How many, women are in our groups who are pushing themselves and trying something new every single day, and really sit back and think, what a beautiful thing that is. And what a gift that we have given either, to our coaches on our team or to other women in our community. So that's all I have for you guys tonight. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Any questions or thoughts? I just saved this chat. This is weird. Yes. All right. Zoom is cool. Okay. I can't wait to move away from the train. All right. I'm going